Narito ang mga pangunahing balita sa loob at labas ng bansa. Tinagid at kinalap ng Agila News Team. Agila Balita!
Narito ang balita. Sa California, Iglesia ni Cristo nagsagawa ng emergency preparedness at active shooting awareness training sa San Jose at sa Daly City. Halo outpost discovery sa Anaheim, pinasaya ang mga henerasyon ng masusugid nitong fans. Sa New York naman, power duo ng Nets ipinwesto ang Brooklyn sa mapa ng bagong NBA. Blaisdell Center ng Hawaii sasailalim sa milyon-milyong dolyar na renovasyon. At pasyalan natin ang Mount Isa, ang tinatawag na Ochre Red Beauty ng Northwest Queensland. Ito ang Agila Balita, suma sa inyo mula sa Washington, D.C. Ako si Eliza Gonzalez Manglikmon.
Agila Balita!
Ang mga miyembro ng komunidad sa San Jose at sa Daly City, California ay nagtipon-tipon para sa isang emergency preparedness at active shooting awareness training na pinungunahan ng Iglesia ni Cristo doon. Narito ang ulat ni Agila reporter Diana Rusgal.
As of 2018, the United States was ranked the #1 gun-owning country. According to the Gun Violence Archive for the United States in 2019, there has already been 309 verified gun shootings, with 10,860 deaths as of September 22. The Church of Christ in Northern California held a 2-day seminar called Emergency Preparedness, with an emphasis on active shooting awareness. Day 1 was held in Daly City, California, and Day 2 was held in San Jose, California.
A seminar that I just performed or gave was actually an active shooter preparedness awareness seminar. To be able to create awareness and help our congregation would be able to not only prevent these things, but to also allow us to retain our First Amendment rights, which is the right to worship. To be able to also not only create awareness, the confidence and courage they need to be able to defend their faith.
I learned about how to be aware with everything going on nowadays. You know, a lot of the churches are getting attacked. So I was really interested in attending, and I just want to know what to do.
This activity we have, the seminar today, is of help not only for the officers but also to the brethren and also those who are not members, that when our activities will come, we could help them and we could maintain peace and order. And also it will result for the glory of God, because we know that as members of the Church of Christ, especially we the ministers and through the church administration, we want that all our activities in the Church of Christ is for the good of everyone.
Reporting from San Jose, California, I am Diana Ruscal, always 1 with 25.
Salamat, Diana. Susunod, balitang pampalakasan. Halo outpost discovery, pinasaya ang mga henerasyon ng masusugid na fans nito. At power duo ng Nets, ipinwesto ang Brooklyn sa mapa ng bagong NBA. Diyan lamang kayo, magbabalik ang Agila Balita.
Agila Balita!
Mga kamag-anak, kaibigan at kababayan po namin sa Middle East and North Africa, masayang balita ang hatid po namin sa inyo. Ang Net25 ay makakasama nyo na sa inyong mga tahanan. Mapapanood nyo na ang inyong mga paboritong programa sa pamamagitan ng OSN, ang pinakamalaking entertainment network sa buong rehiyon. Sa Channel 725, maihahatid na namin sa inyo ang mga pangunahing balita at mahahalagang impormasyon. Kaya makisaya, makisalo tuwing umaga at panoorin ang mga programa ng mga hinahangaang celebrities and OPM artists, same day as the Philippines. You can also watch Net25 live and on demand anytime, anywhere on any mobile device on OSN Play. Kaya tawag na sa OSN to learn more on how to get Net25. Sa Net25 on OSN, siguradong at home ka dito.
Agila Balita, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 7:30 hanggang alas 8 ng umaga.
Agila Balita.
Kayo ay nanonood pa rin ng Agila Balita, sumasa inyo mula sa Washington, D.C. Ako si Eliza Gonzalez Manglecmon. Para sa Balitang Pangpalakasan, pinasabik at pinasaya ng Halo Outpost Discovery sa Anaheim, California ang fans nito at pinatunayang ang event ay tunay na magdudulot ng karanasang beyond the game. Bakit kanyo? Alamin natin kina Agila reporter Eva at Allen Basalahe.
Back in 2001, Halo Combat Evolved launched with Microsoft's first home gaming console, the Xbox. Since then, a good number of iterations have followed, and for the first time fans, both new and original, got the chance to visit the Halo world in person.
In Philadelphia, Chicago, Houston, and now here in Anaheim, California, the Halo Outpost Discovery allows players to walk among iconic characters, engage in pivotal turn-the-tide-of-war battles, and learn about the history of this much-celebrated franchise. Alan, I see that you're holding an actual 2001 Halo video game. Where'd you get it?
Oh, remember when I said that there's fans both new and original here? I'm an original!
I've always loved Halo since I was young, and my friend's a huge fan as well. He's like, we should go do this. So we came down here. I've loved it every minute being here. It's been a blast. It's awesome to see all the cool things they have here, all the cosplayers and the awesome costumes. Halo made such an impact on the world we have now, especially the Xbox. That probably wouldn't be as big or even non-existent as of today.
What you can expect, it definitely was a good time, an experience that you probably wouldn't necessarily be able to understand unless you're here. There's definitely some good things to see. It's something that I know that I'm glad that I came to, and I traveled at least 4 hours by car to get here. You know what I mean? Wanted to make sure I was here. So I would say if another opportunity like this presents itself, make sure you're there.
I was playing Halo Reach and I saw my Spartan. I was like, I really haven't made a Spartan in a long time. I made ODSTs, but nothing like this. So I was like, ooh, I gotta get started. So I went online, found the templates, and I got to work, and it took me 10 weeks and painstaking work. Technically, I kind of finished this just last night. Halo was my first game I played back in 2001. I was 5 years old playing with my brother. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I want to be Master Chief. And well, now I got my own Spartan suit.
Halo Outpost Discovery had an assortment of attractions to enjoy, like the target range, where players of all ages use Nerf guns to mow down the enemy covenant, with some marksmen scoring hits more often than others.
For a high-stakes, high-pressure experience, Pelican training was definitely a crowd favorite. In this simulation, the renowned UNSC airship, or Pelican, gets involved in a mid-air collision. Faced with the threat of a brutal crash landing, crew members must work cohesively to safely bring one of Halo's iconic vessels back down to Earth.
Well done, recruits. This may have been only a simulation, but you have demonstrated.
And for a team-based infantry encounter, there was the combat deck. In this 16-on-16 laser tag competition, red and blue teams clash head-to-head in an all-out military campaign to see which squad will claim bragging rights for the day.
They don't want you to run, so walk fast, I guess, from cover to cover. Take shots. You have regenerating shields like in the game, and if you die, you go back to the respawn point, reset, and go back again.
As far as how it sounds when shields go down, the actual sound of the gunfire and everything, it sounded pretty legitimate, so pretty good, pretty accurate.
Were you both on the same team?
Yeah.
Did your team win?
No. But it was fun.
For any Halo fan, meeting the franchise voice actors for Master Chief and Cortana was not an opportunity to be passed up.
To get to be a part of this lore is so fun. I mean, it's so, in that way, it's been a great challenge and a privilege to be part of it.
It's really a phenomenon this year is we're running into a lot of families that play the game. You know, dad started it and passed it along to the son or the uncle or whatever, and
mom,
and many more women are participating in it, and so it's fun to watch the evolution of the audience for the game over the years.
The big news around town is this little thing called Halo Infinite. What we want to know is how does Halo Infinite end?
I'd tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Oh, jeez.
It might be worth it. What are some parting words you can say about your experience here on this amazing fan tour?
Well, Jen and I have done a lot of conventions, but this has been such a unique and singular pleasure to be able to, be with a gathering of strictly Halo fans, and it has been. We've had a blast from the beginning in Orlando to this last one in Anaheim. It's just been so much fun, and Jen and I have gotten to spend a lot of time together, which we don't always get to do, and so that's been a blessing as well. And the fans have just been spectacular.
Deep narrative, strong character development, and pulse-pushing action are trademarks of the Halo video games, which consequently produces a pretty loyal fan base.
With this in mind, Halo Outpost Discovery was made to give fans, both new
and original,
the opportunity to explore the infinite expanse of the Halo universe. In Anaheim, California, this is Evan Allen, Eagle News, 1/25.
No, that's not yours.
Salamat Eva at Allen. Samantala, ipinwesto ng power duo ng Nets ang Brooklyn sa mapa ng bagong NBA. Narito si sports correspondent Tenny Sumagi para sa mga detalye.
No basketball fan would have imagined Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant teaming together in New York's other NBA team, the Brooklyn Nets. But the wild and crazy offseason landed in the Nets' favor, signing the two superstars, changing the basketball landscape of New York. The Nets have long been irrelevant in the New York basketball landscape, overshadowed by their crosstown rivals, the New York Knicks. But the team in the city's largest borough, who made their first playoff appearance in 4 years last season, enhanced their lineup with the addition of Durant, Irving, and DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, it's like the first day of school. You're excited. Obviously, we have a new class, some new classmates that we've added to the team, and lost some guys, obviously. So that's always an exciting challenge, trying to figure out a new team, and we've added some talent. I think it's great for the fans, great for the city, great challenge for us as an organization to keep moving up.
Durant and Irving look ahead for a fresh start in their own pursuit of happiness in Brooklyn.
Every day is a challenge to stay at this level that I'm at. So I never looked at me switching teams as a new challenge. Every day I wake up, I gotta fight against that standard I set for myself. But I felt like it was a time for a change, and I wanted to play for a new team, and simply put, I just did it. I didn't really think about what I was leaving behind or like what we would be accomplished. I put that up on the shelf already. When it was time to make a decision on my future, I just thought solely about me.
For me, it's just about the history and then also the transition that it's made. Now being in Brooklyn, also being from Jersey, it was like, okay, let me bring this New York, New Jersey style to the court. I don't think we've seen a player from around here be on the team as, you know, just this example now of in the community as well as on the floor. I grew up playing in some of these parks. I popped up at a Brooklyn park the other day, not realizing that I'm still not normal. So when I go outside and I see all these kids leaving a bunch of courts, I'm like, I just came here to shoot with my dad. Because that's where I grew up. I was outside playing basketball, having that attitude to really prove people right, that I'm the next one and meant to take over this league for the next few years.
Reporting to you from the Nets Training Center in Brooklyn, I'm Tenny Samagi for Eagle News, 1 with 25.
Sa aming pagbabalik sa Hawaii, Blaisdell Center sasailalim sa milyon-milyong dolyar na renovasyon. At sa Australia, pasyalan natin ang Mount Isa, ang tinatawag na Ochre Red Beauty ng Northwest Queensland. Diyan lamang kayo, magbabalik ang Agila Balita.
Agila Balita!
Para sa mga viewers namin sa Middle East at North Africa via OSN, hello sa inyong lahat dyan! Ako po si Alma Angeles at araw-araw tayong magkasama sa Eagle News International. Dito tayo sa Net25 at OSN, siguradong at home ka dito.
Hi guys! This is Dan from ABC UAE Bureau, reminding you to watch Digital Nest every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. I am 1 with 25.
Ibinunyag ni Senador Richard Gordon na ang karamihan sa 12...
Tamang impormasyon.
Sabi ng Senador, matindi ang pagkakadismaya ng Pangulo sa mga...
Patas.
Hinimok naman ni Guevara ang mga DOJ officials and employees na magdiwang.
Wala nang isiningit na pork barrel sa panukalang budget para sa susunod na taon.
We're very confident that this bill will pass.
Tapat.
Batay sa pinakahuling report, nakapasok na sa lalawigan ng Pangasinan ang mga karne ng baboy na kontaminado ng African Swine Fever.
Tim Cone walang aaksayang panahon bilang bagong head coach ng Gilas Pilipinas.
Nakuha ni Juan J.M. Omboy ng Trackman Knights ang panalo laban kay Almerito Penetrado ng Trackman Warriors.
Asuman yung kabuuan ng mga balita
ng Agila, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 6 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. At Mata ng Agila Weekend, Sabado, alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng gabi. Dito sa himpilang naghahatid ng mga makabuluhang balita, edutainment, at isyong may kinalaman sa teknolohiya. Net25.
Agila Balita, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 7:30 hanggang alas 8 ng umaga.
Agila Balita.
Ito ay Agila Balita, suma sa inyo mula sa Washington, D.C., ang kabisera ng Estados Unidos. Ako si Eliza Gonzalez, Manglekmot. Mula noong 1964, ang Neil S. Blaisdell Center sa Honolulu ay nagdulot na ng kaaya-ayang mga karanasan sa audience nito, hindi lamang sa Hawaii, kundi sa buong mundo. At ngayon, ang Blaisdell ay nakatakdang sumailalim sa malaking reconstruction, bit-bit ang mabigat na presyo at ang ilang kritisismo mula sa mga pampublikong opisyales. Agila reporter Joji Carnate para sa mga detalye.
I think our community leaders saw it as the way we see it now, as sort of the center for the culture and arts in our community.
Hindi kalayuan sa downtown Honolulu, matatagpuan ang kilalang community complex sa buong Hawaii, ang Neil S. Blaisdell Center. Mayroon itong concert hall, exhibition center at ang arena. Sa panayam ng Agila Balita kay Ginoong Guy Calaucucuy, Director ng Department of Enterprise Services ng City and County of Honolulu, ibinahagi niya ang mga makasaysayang kaganapan sa lugar na ito.
So the campus that we're sitting on right now, the Neil S. Blaisdell Center, opened in 1964 as the Honolulu International Center, 22 acres. To me, it's a great story. It replaced the Honolulu Civic Auditorium, which was a couple blocks down the road on King Street from where we are. Very modest facility, probably sat on about an acre to an acre and a half of land, one structure that everything fit into. Wrestling, concerts, roller derby, graduations. Our civic and community leaders at the time had a much grander vision. They took us from this postage stamp of land and one facility to a multi-facility venue on 22 acres of land. I believe this site was selected because from looking at the newspaper stories at the time, it was lamented as the last open space in Honolulu. In 1964, they were talking about how we were taking the last open space in Honolulu and creating this gathering place.
Sa mga sumunod na mahigit 5 dekada, nagsilbing gathering place ang Blaisdell Center sa mga iba't ibang events. Isa na dito ang pagkakaroon ng live concert ng isa sa mga pinakasikat na singer na tinaguriang King of Rock and Roll na si Elvis Presley. Ang kanyang pagtatanghal sa Blaisdell Center ay ipinalabas pa mismo via satellite noong January 1973 sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. Nabigyan din ng pagkakataon ang Agila Balita na makita ang naging mismong bihisan o dressing room ni Presley na naging bahagi din ng kanyang makasaysayang performance. Samantala, maraming mga organisasyon din ang nakinabang sa mga pasilidad ng Blaisdell Center sa mga nakaraang taon. Isa na rito ang Iglesia ni Cristo na nagdiwang ng kanilang 50 years in the West noong July 2018. Ibinahagi din ni Guy ang hangarin ng lungsod ng Honolulu ang pagkakaroon ng transformation ng Blaisdell Center. Sa kasalukuyan, ang malakihang proyektong ito ay pumapatak sa halos $800 milyong ang gugugulin.
Our goals for the designers was one, water has always been a significant part of this campus and needed to be in the future. Two, the Blaisdell, when it was first conceived and opened, was dedicated as a memorial to Hawaii's veterans, and we wanted to rededicate it in that fashion. So there needed to be a significant component to the design that honored that nature of the Blaisdell. And so we have this War Memorial Plaza that is one of the major entries into the future campus. Basically, everything on the campus is rebuilt other than the concert hall. That will stay and be significantly renovated in the interior. A little bit of the exterior will be touched. The rest of the campus comes down and gets rebuilt, but the arena is going to look like it was rehabilitated as opposed to rebuilt, because we're rebuilding it to look the same.
Pinagtuunan naman ng pansin ni Guy at iba pang mga opisyal ang mga pangangamba ng kanilang kliyente. Sisikapin nila na kausapin ang mga ito at panatilihin ang kanilang kumpiyansa sa panahon ng construction period at lalong-lalo na kapag nabuksan sa publiko ang buong compound.
We have several annual tenants, and some who have seasons here. The ballet has a season, the symphony has a season, Hawaii Opera Theater has a season. And we've been talking to those groups and many more, especially the ones that also have exhibitions, about alternatives. The unfortunate thing is the city doesn't have an alternative. We don't have another facility that these folks could go into and hold their events while we're under construction. But we've been having the dialogue with them, and we feel like we've had it early enough that they can start to look for alternatives on their own. And we were concerned that all of our efforts to try to keep a particular facility open may not end up being beneficial if people, for one reason or another, decide they don't want to come down to a construction site to see an event. So the easiest thing was to say, we'll close the facility all at once. If we have an opportunity to roll venues back online one at a time, then we would do that. So presently we haven't been taking bookings for anything past December of 2020. which is our scheduled closure.
Wala pang isang linggo matapos ang panayam ng Agila Balita. Tinawag naman ng Honolulu City Council ang manager ng Blaisdell upang alamin kung ano ang porsyento ng halagang $772 million para sa buong proyekto ang sasagutin ng mga residente. Bagaman binigyan diin ng Blaisdell ang pagtutulungan ng public at private sectors sa pagbabalikat ng mga gugulin, hindi pa rin mapagbigay ito ng tiyak na bilang. Sa ngayon, mahigit kumulang na $15 million kada taon ang maintenance sa mga pasilidad sa Blaisdell. Samantalang kumikita lamang ito ng $6 million taon-taon. Mula rito sa Honolulu, Hawaii, ako si Joji Carnate, Eagle News, 1 with 25.
Salamat, Joji. Ngayon na may tumungo tayo sa Australia upang pasyalan ang binansagang Ochre Red Beauty ng Northwest Queensland. Ano ito? Yan ang Mount Isa. Samahan natin si Agila reporter Alyssa Ventura at tayo nang mamasyal.
With golden soil and wealth for toil. A line borrowed from the Australian anthem that perfectly describes this rural town of Mount Isa. Located in northwest Queensland, this outback town is about 2,000 kilometers away, or an equivalent of a full-day drive from the nearest capital city, Brisbane. This town's population is about 20,000. Mount Isa continues to flourish and thrive as a town situated in the middle of the Australian outback. Mount Isa became a town on the year 1923. Long before the township was formed, the land where Mount Isa stands was home to the Calcadon Aboriginal tribe. Then in 1923, it was said that John Campbell Miles, a land prospector, found rich silver and lead deposits around the land. This has led to the formation of Mount Isa mines. The town was developed and established alongside the local mining organization. Until this day, Mount Isa is well known as a mining town. The Mount Isa mines remains as one of Australia's and the world's biggest production for copper, lead, silver, and zinc. After 9 decades since the town's establishment, Mount Isa continued to grow. A number of businesses has been established throughout the years due to the increasing population demands. A variety of annual events are held which draws in hundreds and thousands of tourists to visit Mount Isa. The most popular event held in town is the Mount Isa Rodeo, the biggest rodeo in the Southern Hemisphere and the third largest rodeo event in the world. It has been said by the town locals that you have never experienced the real Australia unless you have visited Mount Isa. Experience and explore this great jewel of a town hidden in the red-soiled outback here in Queensland, Australia. This is Alyssa Ventura from EBC Australia, and I am 1 with 25.
Salamat, Alyssa. At yan ang Agila Balita para sa linggong ito. Samahan nyo kaming muli sa susunod na Lunes para sa isa na namang edisyong puno ng impormasyon mula sa aming bureau sa buong mundo. Bisitahin ang aming website sa eaglenews.net at eaglenewslive.com. Sundan kami sa Twitter, sa twitter.com/eaglenews at sa Facebook, facebook.com/eaglenews. Salamat sa panonood. Magandang araw. Ako si Eliza Gonzalez Manglikmon. Laging 1 with 25.
Sumainyo ang mga balitang kinala.